I want to be on the status with Triple C. That's right. Man, am I stirring the pot a little bit? I'm seeing it as an analyst, as a competitor. I think this is a fight that needs to happen. I really do. But I will say this, if does not desire to go up, check this out.
Rolling with the Triple C, I'ma make them bend the knee. Rolling with the Triple C, don't really count the heat.
What's up, everybody? Hater Cejudo here, aka Triple C, and on today's episode, I'm going to be breaking down 3 fights that the UFC needs to make in 2025. Look at that. I got Uncle Dana, and obviously, if you guys didn't know, this man right here is just as powerful. That is Hunter Campbell. I be getting into it with him, but man, I respect the shit out of him. First of all, I want to say something, guys. I respect the shit out of the UFC, and particularly what Dana was able to do and really create the store and make it into the NFL of what fighting is. But man, there's 3 fights that I believe that we should all think about of possibly having. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off and talk about the fight to make. In my opinion, we'll make it sooner rather than later. I say we exit out Sean Strickland and we put in Khamzat Chimaev. I mean, I'm known as a Khamzat Chimaev hater, but in reality is, man, what he was able to do to Robert Whittaker, and the fact that it's not like Dricus du Plessis and Strickland had like the fight of the year. I thought it was close, but I think either way, because he's been more active and he beat the #1 contender, I do feel like there is a potential matchup that needs to happen between Dricus and Khamzat Chimaev. I love this matchup because, one, it's new blood. You could always do rematches. Maybe you should tell Sean Strickland to maybe, sit down, since he wanted to since he kind of felt, I forget, he beat Paulo Costa, which that was a snooze fest. I think the difference between the UFC and everybody else is the fact that, the hottest thing kind of slips in, and we all know that. So it always kind of puts, fire under our toes, so we know we gotta kind of, we have to show out. So I think for that reason, I think Dricus and Khamzat Chimaev makes a great fight. I know they talked about going into Morocco. I know they talked about going into South Africa, but I like it. And also too, we have to keep in mind though too. Apparently, Khamzat's struggling with visa issues, and I'm sure now with President Trump in office and with Dana White's connection, all that stuff will be resolved. But for me, the first fight that needs to happen in 2025, the first banger, I think we do Russia versus South Africa. Dana White, Uncle Hunter, make it happen. And now you guys call me crazy. Again, guys, the fight to make in 2025. The only reason why I said it, I know they're friends, and I know they're not technically brothers, but I think this is a fight that needs to happen. I really do. Not so much on Bilal's side, but on Islam's side. Why am I going to say that? Because this is what this guy has always talked about. I want to become a double champ. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And it's, now you have a friend in mind, but I always feel like it's like wrestling. It's like when we were wrestling back in the day, he probably wrestled a lot of his friends. Nothing really changes, in particular when it comes down to a belt. Like, I could see like maybe leading to a bout, but when it's for a bout, you want to become a double champ, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I can understand if it was Khabib Nurmagomedov, and I'm not hating on Belal, but what I'm saying, will this fight ever happen? Because these guys are the most loyal guys, but he needs to step up and be like, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, it is a fight, it's competition, but I want more gold. I want to be on the status with Triple C, that's right. I want to be with John Jones, with Alex Pereira, with Randy Couture, with BJ Penn, George St. Pierre, Daniel Cormier, and Amanda Nunes. I think I hit them all. Come on, guys, let's give me a round of applause. Because there's going to be a lot of people. Because there is going to be a lot of people who's going to separate his career and his legacy on how he wants to feel is, what did he leave behind? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can defend the belt 10 times if he wants. He can outbeat Demetrius Johnson's record. But when you're able to defend your belt so many times and then become a double champ and then go off to the sunset like your brother Khabib Nurmagomedov, I like that. Now, will he get past a guy like Bilal Muhammad? That's the question, man. Bilal is really, really good, and he learns from Khabib. And this is two different styles, and he's a bigger man. Am I stirring the pot a little bit? I'm seeing it as an analyst, as a competitor. But I will say this: if Islam Makhachev does not desire to go up, check this out, then he's gonna have to give the opportunity to this guy, Ilia Topuria. Why am I saying that? Is because when you knock out two first ballot Hall of Famers, as he did, I think more likely he's probably gonna knock out Volkanovski again. To me, it's like, who else? Diego Lopez, okay. Run him through the ringer. See if Diego Lopez can beat everybody that has gone there. But yeah, he could take that fight. But I think at this point this guy will fight anybody at 155 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I feel like Ilia Topuria, after this win, because of who he has beat, he should fight Islam Makhachev. And Islam Makhachev doesn't want to go up to welterweight and actually fight. You guys call me crazy, but it's just the facts. And I feel like you got to put your money where your mouth is. If you don't desire to go up and in his position, and if he wants to go up after beating Volkanovski 2 times and Max Holloway under 3 rounds, give Ilia Topuria the opportunity, Dana White. You know, there's so many scenarios here that we could actually make. It's all going to come down to the UFC, but I feel like he's in a position where he wants to go up. But if he doesn't go up, I got somebody that wants to become a double champ, and whether you're his brother, his mother, his father, his grandmother, like, this dude will fight you. And that's just the difference in cultures and things of that nature. But he wants to, from what I get from him, like, he wants to be a little bit like Conor. Do it all, retire young, and then spoil the damn rest. He doesn't have any time to waste. But looking at the fights, you know, what fights do you guys think that need to be made for 2025? There is one more that I will bring up, and I don't know if it's going to happen. Obviously, it's the John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. I mean, that's the fight that everybody does want to see. Could Tom defeat the GOAT on his way out, or will the GOAT take the fight with a guy like Alex Pereira? Because I think that more likely, I already know what's going to happen, so I don't necessarily, I'd rather see John Jones retire and just go off to the sunset, because he's deserved it. He's been there. He's done some amazing things, because fans will turn on you, bro. Dude, trust me, dude. I left undefeated. I was happy. Lose my last fight. You got picked up like a baby. It's what it is, guys. You want to leave on top as much as you possibly can. So, John, I mean, obviously, you want that fucking money. It's going to come down to these two dudes to be like, all right, man, you deserved it. You've done a lot for our company. Here you go. Boom. International Fight Week 2025. But either way, guys, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? There's a fight that needs to be made, but you guys tell me why. You guys comment below. And this episode is brought to you by the one and only Lifted Trucks. You may be a short king. You may be 5'4", a twisted steel sex appeal. But guess what, guys? Out on the street, I'm about 12 feet damn tall. So you guys make sure to go liftedtrucks.com and get your lift on. Till next time, I'm out.